3, 2, and 1.
Go. Oh, sorry. I'm drunk. And you know why I'm drunk? Because I'm drinking a great beer called Okanagan Springs.
No.
Brewmaster Black.
That's because you're a girl who can't take his beer.
No. Okanagan Spring. Brewmaster Black.
What did I say? Spring.
You said Springs.
Springs. Oh, sorry. It's because I'm drunk. It's an awesome beer, and it works. What can I say?
It's awesome. You're drunk.
Tastes great, and
This
it gets you drunk.
is
Less filling.
Bunker Project Podcast, episode number 138.
Give me a break.
Social media is bullshit.
Oh, he's hit the big
Blasphemy.
red button. Bunny's steaming.
I smell smoke.
Ian looks extremely angry right now, and I'm not even sure if it has anything to do with that article. He's just staring at his laptop like, I'm angry.
I know he's good at that, isn't he?
He's like, he just discovered he can't export from Nimble.
Oh,
Yes,
So-
you can.
Either that or he's constipated.
But not very well. Not very well. All right, so this is episode 138. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff.
138.
The first thing we're going to talk about is
our new feature.
our new feature.
Yeah,
Yes.
word of the show.
Oh, cool.
And brought to you by Randall, our specialist juggler. Oh, he's in accounting. You know, same thing. So what's the word, dude?
The word of the day is procrastinating.
And I do that all day long, I tell you.
It's using masturbation to otherwise occupy yourself while pressing matters await.
Oh,
Is
okay.
this like a real
Why do
word?
you
So
need
it's
That-
like
that's-
politicians, really. You know, it's like kind of like what they do.
Well, or a small business person being on Facebook all day long.
Why do you need
Should
a
I invoice
new
people?
word?
Oh, look, I got a comment from
It's
a
funny
friend.
because I always say, you know, I've been saying it for a while when I talk to people. I'd say, hey, what's the word? Right? And at TELUS, one of the TELUS reps when I call in, and
What's the word?
I always say, what's the word? And so now,
You're talking about me, right? You
No.
do that to me every day.
No, I say bird, bird, bird.
so
bird is the
so,
word.
so now when I call this
sorry.
particular TELUS rep, she has the word of the day from thewordoftheday.com.
Oh, yes.
Ready for me every day. So I call up and she says, Andrew, the word is
No.
crawfish.
Ig-
Crawfish was the word.
Igdisiest. Igdisiest.
Yeah, to
Much
crawfish, it means to renege on a deal kind of thing.
better. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Indian giver.
Yeah, crawfished on
So
that
that's
one.
more the politically correct version.
Yes.
So it's like we won't take the Native Americans from the historical thing where they didn't understand what the contract was, and when they got pissed off about it, the white assholes that basically were fucking with them, blah 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 blah. No.
So
All right. So they brought it
We're
down to
having
a crayfish.
history lessons now?
No,
Anyways.
it's the history of words. Maybe we shouldn't have this section. It's so volatile.
Really, history from
Let's
Bob? Really?
yeah.
I think
What?
I think
What?
a
What?
more current word would have been to catfish.
Oh.
Oh, catfish,
What does that
yeah.
mean?
Like the independent film or something else?
No, what they did to Manti Mateo when it's like when you're
That's not your kid's name.
you create a fake persona online to
No.
try and hook someone in.
The last part was.
To try and hook someone in and lure them online.
Switch and
so-
bait. Or bait and
exactly.
switch, sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah, they call that the
That was the
official term
dyslexic
is
version.
catfish.
Bob, if I produced a podcast called
Yeah.
History by Bob and just you
That'd
had
be
to
awesome.
show up once a week and talk and I would just give you things to talk about,
Fucking awesome,
would you
man.
acquiesce to that?
Well, if I know what
That's
that
another word. That's a word.
I
that could be
am
the word of
not.
the day.
I am not into ballet, but definitely I could.
So would there be rules or just guidelines?
Essentially, I'd be like,
Guidelines.
we're talking about the War of 1812 today.
Oh, 1812.
and,
I love that place.
I would just let Bob go. That would be the entire concept.
1812.
Oh, Lord.
I was in Tokyo on Wednesday, and the club
Wouldn't that
1812
be called
is
verbal
awesome.
diarrhea with
You
Bob?
go, no,
Were you on?
it-
Were you in Tokyo on Wednesday?
I was because I was at Club 1812, and you go up this elevator, you come out, and you're in the club. It's not like you got to get in the hallway. You're in the club, 1812 club, and all these guys in these weird outfits, and it says, "Hello, my name is Francois. I am your host for
Is
tonight."
that a Korean accent?
No, it was Dutch.
That's a
Don't
bad
you
accent.
fucking know anything, man?
I got a
Jesus.
question. You're still
What a
clubbing?
moron.
This is
Bob,
Alan
you're going to
Cousteau.
clubs?
I club them at
Oh, man, we got to go party.
clubbing. A
Bob
very
goes
big-
clubbing, all right.
Well, it's a Canadian
The
thing.
seals hate it.
All right,
Oh, thank you.
we're
I
going to
think it's-
start the roundtable introduction. 'cause
Oh yeah, since
have
we've
quite a
just
few
so
people here
digressed
at
up
the game.
3.5
What's
years
the
now.
question of the day?
Is social media bullshit?
Oh come on!
Absolute
Of
bullshit.
course
that.
it is.
Ian, starting with Ian, is social media bullshit?
Well, I think there's actually a book that I gave Bob. That was
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Is that it? Was that
yeah,
the book?
Yeah. We actually downloaded the first chapter.
Oh, rock and roll.
Is the author some
I think it's
asshole?
actually a really good idea for a book. Why? Because people will buy it.
It's like the 4-hour work week.
Because they want to believe, man.
It's the
They
title.
want to believe they don't have to do more. That's what that's all about.
Well, it's also
So what do you think? It's a good, it's just a good title. It's not actually.
Oh, I think it's a good title. I think he knows how to write a good title.
So
So the
is-
book's any good, I doubt it.
But okay, well, but is social media bullshit?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's your response.
no, it's
That's
not.
my 10 cents.
Okay,
All right,
Randall.
Randall, is it
Hi, everyone. Randall Orser at Number Crunchers. Might as well do this right?
exactly?
Is social media bullshit? I don't think social media bullshit, but there is a lot of bullshit on social media.
Hey!
That's what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
And everybody else in the line. Yeah. All right. Good. Well done.
No, but that's true, I think.
Is it?
Especially when Bob gets on it. Oh, my God.
Please don't get into it. All right, Bonnie.
At B Sainsbury. It better not be bullshit because I'm on the Forbes.
And it says B Sainsbury
Forbes, and
because
it says B at B Sainsbury.
bullshit Sainsbury.
is on the
Bonnie, right?
Hey, wait a minute. Yeah.
Forbes 20
BS.
BS.
Bonnie Sainsbury.
Well,
Exactly,
In that
exactly.
case, it's bullshit.
Social media Bonnie Sainsbury.
Yeah.
Well,
of
after
course
all,
it
she
is.
has been bonified.
Bonafide.
Obviously, Forbes is bullshit. That's what we've learned today from that book. Great
Yes,
book. Great book.
that's right.
Aw.
It's BS.
Okay.
I think we should have him.
It's
come on as a
marketing.
guest.
It's BS.
All right. Cool.
It's spin.
Okay, Margaret,
Spin
BC
of-
_ insurance gal. Like I agree. It's I don't think it's bullshit, but it's bullshit if people think they can get something from it by putting no effort into it.
Well done. Excellent.
Or spamming.
Hey, it's Stephanie Michelle Scott, and it's at Wildfire Effect.
Ooh.
Yes, lots of fun there. And yeah, is it bullshit? Well, seriously, is every conversation you have with your friend bullshit? It's your decision. You
Only
can
on
say
this
yes,
show.
you can say no.
Very nicely done.
It's only bullshit when Bob talks.
Oh, please. True, but please.
This is David here, and in terms of social media, I consider it's bullshit when someone just puts a random, not really true fact like cats
I hate
fuck
your
dogs
mustache or
on
something.
their spare time. Stuff like that I think is bullshit. But
Well,
when
hang on. What
Cats
what
have
was
nothing
that?
but spare time.
well, I'm just saying, who
I
knows
own
that
one,
this
I know
is a
that.
fact? But when
I
people
was
say
on
this
Google
happened,
Plus
Come
and I
on.
saw a picture.
Come on.
Of
Come
course, they
on.
were in lingerie, and it was an ad for some cat company.
You know what? That's not
Bob,
bullshit.
quit playing
Dogs
with
will do
phones.
I think
anything.
that's bullshit.
Dogs will do anything. Come on.
Yes.
They will
I don't think they'll take
for
it.
niblets.
Not all dogs take it.
For a piece of steak, they will. I will. And I'm a dog.
Hey, I'll do anything for a treat.
But social media that informs the public of a meaning that is important, like when the cops tweeted about how, hey, we caught some suspects that could have bombed a bunch of people. I think that's important.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Something like that,
But
but-
there was about 100 other million people that were doing the same thing, right? So, anyways,
Yeah.
good point. I think there's some social media, but we have a very important person here with a Ramones T-shirt. Awesome! I'm loving that T-shirt. It says Johnny. Sorry.
It's got all their names on it.
Does
so
it?
It's Johnny, Dee Dee, Joey, and Tommy.
All right, rocking it. So, what do you think the Ramones think of social media?
They're dead.
I don't know if they do think of social media.
What? They
Like
don't?
right now.
No.
Right now.
Well,
Well,
you
they-
never
they-
know. They could be tweeting from
They
somewhere
made a great
special.
movie, so I mean,
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
They would've been all over it.
So, what do you think? Is it BS?
It depends on how you use it. Like everybody else has said, really. Like I've seen lots of things on the internet that are like, if I get like 72,000 likes, I'll have a baby or I'll get a dog, and I think that kind of stuff is just very irresponsible.
I don't know.
So
I
that
think
kinda
it's
stuff.
pretty responsible when that one guy was like, "I'll change my name to Optimus Prime if I get enough likes." That was pretty cool. And he did.
But that was
He
you.
did.
And he didn't get them, by the way. All right.
yeah, but he couldn't transform.
No.
He transformed his name. Disguised it, one might say. His name is more than meets the eye. Before I introduce myself, I have to ask, the tattoo of cacti on your back, what up with that, yo?
Oh!
Cacti.
She has a cacti
It's
thing?
actually a thistle, thank you very much.
Thistle.
I was born in Scotland, and this is the national flower of Scotland. So
I know.
that's what's up with that.
It's such
And
a
that's a
pretty...
Scottish accent.
That's
Wonderful.
a much better answer than
Oh,
I
does that
expected.
mean we
That's
have to
awesome.
put beaver?
Well, hang on. So if she's officially
I ain't getting
from
no tattoo
Scotland,
and no
I would
beaver.
have. She's.
Hey, wait a
from-
minute. Is social media
Bullshit.
Scotland? Is it Scottish?
If
It's not Scottish, it's bullshit.
you know what they say. You know what they say.
If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
You know what they say.
Loaded
If it's
question.
not Scottish, it's crap.
That's right.
If it's not Scottish, it's
Marcel's
social media.
got something else.
I think it's my turn. I'm not sure. Okay,
All right.
I'm Marcel Lapointe. I have to say, I don't think social media is bullshit because every 2 weeks I super look forward to coming here and meeting random people from all over.
Is
the
this
Vancouver.
social media?
This
Well,
is bullshit.
This would not be possible.
This would be new media.
This
This would be new
This
media.
is
would
a
not
bit of
be
everything 'cause you
possible
get
if
social
not
and
for-
bullshit.
If not for social media, this would never happen. We got the Facebook, we got the G+, we got the Twitters going on, and some of us meet people through real social settings and invite
I
them
thought you
here.
were going to say
But-
social media is bullshit because they banned your Twitter.
Oh no! Well, they unbanned me, but then I'm taking a break as I continue to say.
Did they unban
Yes,
you?
that's what they say.
Okay. I'm
Why'd
trying
Why'd
to-
they ban
the
you?
one- not the
What
one
did you
account.
do, Marcel?
Marcel was a bad
I
boy.
killed 14 people.
How?
Inappropriate
Bored them to
hashtags.
It was
I was
hashtag
unfollowing and
bombs.
following
He's the
Hashtag ban me.
he's the hashtag bomber.
Yeah, legit though. I was gonna say something nice and somehow turned into a conversation on my Twitter account. Every
No,
2 weeks, I look
account
forward
suspended.
to coming here and meeting nice people. and
It's
that
still
would not be
suspended, you
possible.
liar.
Yeah, the other account is not suspended. I'm taking a break.
Oh, the other account.
And you were just as
All
guilty
right.
as
He needs
spamming
space.
that account as I am. So
Okay,
stop
quit
picking
pick-
on me.
Actually, Bob's
Anyway.
fighting.
Oh, shh,
Every
everybody.
Wednesday, I look forward to coming here and meeting random people. And if not for social media, that would not be possible.
It's second
and
Wednesday,
I'd be watching
man.
Survivor all by myself, alone at home. Okay, actually, social media is bullshit because that's pretty cool. But, legit, like this guy, you know, I don't know what his problem is.
I like the Clint
Reads too
Eastwood
many
ending.
books.
So we got James, the gaming maven, in the house. He's got some things to say. I'm pretty sure he's going to be on the bullshit side.
Hello.
And that's James. Thank you very
It's
much.
gaming on social media bullshit.
That's a good question.
Wow, this is the most soft-spoken he's ever been.
I know.
Well,
Wait,
all you guys are being
Wait,
real loud
good.
assholes today, so I don't really have to be that guy.
Why are we
Fit
assholes?
in. Just be yourself.
Obviously, James
Well, not really
is
assholes.
not.
Okay, thank you.
You know, social
James,
media assholes.
please
but-
drink another black beer. Yeah, I know.
know.
No, but I mean in the most loving way possible.
Oh, you're
but
so
the
nice.
levels seem to be
James
peaking
Brown.
in my headphones quite a bit.
Well, then
So,
turn it down. Turn down that knob.
turn it down.
You have control.
Is social
Just
media
turn your
bullshit?
knob.
Play with his knob.
Is social media bullshit though? Probably
Tweak that
not.
knob.
It allows people to have voices that normally wouldn't have voices.
Yeah, it's true.
But
And people that
unfortunately,
shouldn't
some
have
of those,
voices.
that's also the case too, Randall.
But
Some people
I
should.
think one thing that's really
like me.
cool.
You turn off my headphones. I can't.
One thing that's
Like
really
space.
cool is that everybody has the same 140 characters. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody has the same 140 characters.
It's
so in
true.
that way, that's
It's all good.
awesome.
Especially on this show. Because we only talk 140 cat.
Also, you guys. You guys aren't assholes. I don't know. I just use the wrong word.
Thank you, Gaming James.
I apologize for that.
I think I got Andrew there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Instead of assholes, would you use that
right
word
over
that
their
means
heads.
reneging on a deal? Would you use that word?
Reneging.
I forget it. No, it was the word of the day. It was different than reneging.
You're nothing but a bunch of Scottish.
Oh!
What's wrong with Scottish people?
Well, sorry, you can't
Isn't that
come
a
in.
compliment?
No, I was. You
I
was
hate to
cut
say
off
it,
after
I'm not
140
Scottish.
Ivy. Okay.
That was funny.
Oh, Bob's Jewish now.
Okay, so
Please.
Well, it can be if you ask him for pay for beer.
That's true. That's why he's a
That guy's
sponsor.
got chutzpah.
Marcel,
I tell ya.
Marcel, why did you say that?
Don't be such a mensch. So, speaking of
hey,
people
actually,
from afar,
Eric
let's have
paid for a lot of our beers.
He did.
He did.
He did.
He did.
Huh?
But he's not
That's
Jewish.
that's just an old slang that nobody should use anyway.
Which one? Paying for beers? Yeah,
No,
you're
calling
right.
people
It's not
Jewish.
very popular here.
Hey, we've got,
let's
we-
have a
we-
British comment.
Yeah.
You know, we need the old
Australian,
the stripies.
The Australian maven.
Yeah, the
No.
Australian guy.
The,
Or the
British-
Irish-
the British
Australian,
accent
British
Australian
guy.
bastard.
You get an English guy every week and you call us all Australians. So
I know.
It's bullshit.
Then
man.
you don't have
Australian-
to.
Australians were English though,
Well, they
weren't
all
they?
kind of look.
Yeah, that is true.
What,
That
like
is
disco?
true.
They're all the people getting kicked out.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of them
They
were
were a
Irish.
select
A lot of them
group.
were Irish.
All the good ones.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah, they were Irish,
so is social media bullshit? I'll tell you what, social media is finally proof that you really would need infinity for an infinite number of monkeys hitting away at an infinite number of keyboards to produce Shakespeare.
Or great Twitter comments.
You thought of that the whole time. It took you that long to put that together.
You like that, do you?
No, he had some monkeys do it for him. All right, that's cool. Do we have anybody in the back area? No, he shakes his head. I'm not going to talk about
He's
some
shy.
bullshit. This is bullshit, he said. This is bullshit.
His
So
silence.
his silence
like,
is,
"You people
is
are
a
bullshit."
damnation of the show. It's
Actually, I
like,
think
I'm not gonna
he was too
comment.
busy on social media to comment.
Oh, here he comes. Okay,
Comment's
give us a
coming.
color. Okay, if social media was a bullshit color, what would it be?
Hot pink.
Oh, that's so gay.
Nice contribution. Nice
that's where celebrity
contribution,
is.
Byron. That's why I love you.
All right, hot pink.
Also black.
Oh, really? Black?
Ooh, hot pink and black.
Oh, he's just gonna be bullshit. My whole wardrobe's black. Oh
So
my
it is
God.
bullshit? You think it is bullshit?
That's so 1985.
I love it.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, black goes with everything.
Yeah, but what do you think of social media? Huh.
It goes with black.
It's bullshit, though.
Now,
Follow
if you were
him on
listening to the
Twitter at
last,
Byron
oh,
Phillip.
never. I'm not gonna.
Negroid.
No, I'm just getting the evil eye from one of our contestants here at the game show.
Two.
Bunker.
You're pissing people off, Bob.
So
Excellent.
So none of us, I don't think. Ian, have you read this book?
Now he gave it to me.
So
Bob,
Bob's-
read the goddamn book. It's bullshit.
Put it this way: it's a quick read. It's very big text, and it's not very big book.
Okay. So it's a pamphlet.
Good book.
It's very well. You know what? I think he is. He
60?
No, it's a young guy. What he's doing is he's kind of taking the piss out of social media to make a point that yes, generally social media is bullshit because it's an overhyped phenomenon that's happened the last 5 or 10 years. And 10 years, I'm stretching it. Basically,
you mean like the internet?
Exactly.
Yes, overhyped phenomenon.
The
Well, it's just a
problem.
fad, you know.
Exactly. The problem with social media is that people are picking it up like the sheep that they are and saying, "Oh, this is the magical solution. If I become a social media specialist and I dump all my other marketing, I don't have to do other marketing." It's just another tool, and people are misinterpreting what you can do with it.
Also, the truth. Everyone reads something on Twitter or Facebook and says, "Holy shit, did you hear about this?" And someone says, "What the fuck are you on?" That's not true.
That's
that
true.
happens so many times.
It's true.
Actually,
That's
it's
true.
interesting. We've got a voicemail feedback from somebody.
Wait,
From
wait,
somebody.
wait.
Hang
on,
call
we
in
can't-
last week. but
Wait.
Wait.
Social media
About
goes
what,
way
70?
further than 10 years ago. Calling people up on the phone, standing outside with a flyer, standing on a soapbox was still considered.
But that's old media.
Oh, come on. Wasn't the first
No.
tweet scratched into a cave wall?
You know what?
Oh, here we go. No,
didn't it say,
because it
"Have they
was
found
240 characters. Well,
That wasn't social
antelope.
They
media.
didn't have that many characters, so you're wrong.
And
Hashtag picture of a mammoth.
I'm getting derisive eye contact from Bonnie. Bonnie?
All right, so let's bring in voicemail
no.
feedback.
No, Bonnie. Okay.
Okay, go ahead,
Poor
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Poor Bonnie.
This guy isn't Brian Solis. He's just a hack who wrote a book with a
Great
great title. Give me a break. Why are we spending all this time on a hack?
And that's
Well,
why
because
Bonnie is
it's
so
an-
Because of the
fantastic.
title.
Because it's an interesting title, and
Because
actually,
we're jealous that we didn't think of it and do it
Right.
ourselves.
So why don't we? So why don't we? If we're going to be reading something, why don't we read Brian Solis or someone who's writing exceptional content that talks about the future of what we're doing?
well,
Why are
maybe,
we spending
maybe,
time on a hack?
well, but maybe he's not a hack. Maybe actually he did. We haven't read this. I've read a little bit of the
I
free
read
chapter,
enough to know that I have
and
finished.
and
my
maybe
new-
maybe he's gonna go places
Hey,
and be
you-
somebody
you-
someday.
Do you want to know what my new book's going to be called? It's going to be called "If You Read This Book, You're a Dickhead."
Can I get that on Amazon?
Totally, Kobo,
Yeah,
ready to
$24.95.
go.
Actually, I think you should change it to "If you read this, you're a douche."
But it's like the 4-hour work week.
'Cause
Of course,
that's not the
nobody does a
same
4-hour
joke.
work week. But he
Even
if
Tim
he had,
Ferriss doesn't do a 4-hour
All right,
work
all
week.
right, all right,
if he had called the book more efficient use of your time.
Yep.
It wouldn't have sold
Nobody
anything.
would have bought
No,
it.
no.
Seriously.
That was my point.
Well,
Yeah.
We're talking about
that's apples and oranges.
No, it's not.
Not really.
I don't think so.
the
You can't
4
argue
the
with
4
creative titling. That's
the
fine. It's a
4-hour
question of
work
what the
week-
content is.
It's just
The 4-hour
marketing.
work week was good content. It was a decent.
Yeah, it was a
book.
great book.
Yeah, in the end, though, I mean,
If
how
somebody
many
says
people are
your
gonna
book
buy
is
it?
dry, you know whether in the first 3 sentences if it's a good book.
We're talking about when we're really thinking about social media. Aren't we really talking about the fact that everyone has a voice in whatever that voice is? And realistically, dry or not dry, great title. That's really what it's all about. The ability to actually speak your
Yeah.
mind, whatever it is.
And we're not really talking about this book. We're just talking about the concept of the book.
Yeah.
So
We just like to
whether
press
it's
the
a-
hot button because we
whether
say,
it's a-
yeah, let's bring up the book because we're going to totally fuck these guys. And Bonnie's going to go ballistic.
Well-
It'd be
No, I
great.
didn't.
I
In the-
know, we're
in-
so disappointed.
But in the end, it's his
I went to
opinion.
charm
And, I mean,
school.
he's probably just did a title that's going to sell a lot of books because it's
Yeah.
like the title
Absol-
gets you curious.
Because,
Yeah.
well, or
Yeah.
that's what everybody, oh, thank God somebody's finally says bullshit. Now I don't have to do it. Wrong.
So-
you have
so-
to
so-
understand
So we got
what
some
social
voicemail
media
feedback
does.
I'm going to play
All
right
right.
now.
All
before
right,
we-
all right.
The,
Before
the
we-
next book I'm releasing is this book next to mine is bullshit.
Gaming is bullshit.
With a little arrow to the right.
This book next to mine, yeah, right towards the guy, that guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'll put my name as
that's
right
good.
as his. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this guy is full of shit. And then it's just-
Self-publishing is bullshit with an arrow. It's awesome.
You know,
I
the-
love that
No.
title.
All right.
kind of like I was stupid.
Andrew,
We wanna hear
play
it.
the
Comes.
voicemail.
You know, the irony, this guy
Wait,
is
wait,
going
wait,
to get
wait.
very famous through
Voicemail.
social media for saying social media is
Oh
bullshit.
yeah,
he's not.
I'm sure he will. He'll have his 15 minutes. Okay, here we go.
And the rest.
All right.
Hey, Mavens, me again. Thought you might find this interesting as well. I just happen to be a number cruncher too, and our association sent out a course about social media, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Talk to you soon. Thanks, bye.
Okay,
that
so
Norm?
that was Norm, and he's basically saying that he's a CGA, and his and the CGA.
What is the
a
CGA?
Certified
General
Accountant.
Or
They
asshole,
sent out.
whichever.
They sent
They're not
out a course saying you guys need to get on this. So
Well, let's talk about accounting
So-
more. Absolutely.
However, things
Yeah,
like you can't say
numbers.
this and you can't say that.
Yeah,
and
but
you
then
can't
they
say
go
this.
on and yeah, exactly.
can't?
Yeah.
I'm going to control
Oh.
everything you say. I want you to put everything through this, before
Yeah,
you say
it's
it.
got to go through the filter.
well,
Yeah,
that-
and then
that's,
don't say anything.
But
that's
that's because
probably
they're
what-
scared of being sued.
that's probably why they have to take the course.
Do they have a censorship board, or is it just you send it to them and hope they
Well,
approve it?
It
Self-implied
depends on the
censorship.
firm, actually. I mean, it's like financial planners, like Investors Group. You have to have everything you do
You
for
can't even-
advertising, marketing, vetted through their
Investors-
lawyers.
Investors, Sun Life, any
Yeah.
of the captive
Edward
agents.
James.
It's like you can't even change your picture unless it's been approved and gone through the lawyers.
So there's a
It's-
good opportunity because they're going to need to hire a bunch of people, right? To filter all this stuff.
Yeah, you would think so, but no, they don't. Which is why I'm an independent, so I don't have to go through all that bullshit.
The thing, though, too, with
Because
a lot
it's
of
just business
Well,
stoppage.
it's self-regulation.
the thing, though, too, with a lot of professions like lawyers, doctors, you can't
as you
actually.
call them, liars.
Well, doctors, lawyers, accountants, you can't actually say you're better than somebody else. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
If
Say
you're
you're
not-
different, though.
Well, you can say you're different, but you can't say you're better.
You can say you're specialized.
Yeah.
Can you say they suck?
Well, no.
Can you say you're special?
I'm special.
Can you say something is bullshit?
Well, you got to be careful.
Because they're lawyers and they'll
But-
sue you.
Yeah. You can say you're you're the little yellow bus special, maybe. I don't know.
So chapter 10. Did you guys look at that?
No.
In
No.
this book? The title is "There's No Such Thing as an Influencer."
Lies.
Oh,
Jeez, Bonnie, you got a
Bonnie,
comment on that one?
if she hasn't blown up yet. She's
No.
about to.
It's because his comments are bullshit. We know that. Social media is bullshit in this guy's eyes, so he's full of bullshit.
Well, I'm not even convinced it's really bullshit in his eyes. I think he's just trying to get a rise out of people
Yeah,
and
he
move.
is.
Are we
books.
still talking
That's
about the
all it
same
is.
guy that
Yeah,
just
we
has
are.
a stick
We
up
just-
his ass?
Yeah. That's
Same guy?
Which is why we're not giving him a rise, but we're giving him
Okay,
some
but he
harassment.
isn't the first one to talk about the demise of influencers. And I can think of a number of Vancouver people as an example of who cares these days.
Yeah, there's been a few people over the years who have said podcasting is dead, and they said it for that exact reason, because whenever somebody says that, they get a ton of
They get a response.
attention. They get a response from the podcast.
same as there was didn't Bosco do when blogging is dead? Just because it was just something to get a rise.
Yeah.
It's like that time Craig said the podcasting was dead, and I was like 8 beers in, and I was like, podcasting isn't dead, Craig. I know nothing about podcasting, but I will defend its honor. That happened on this show.
Yeah, he that was funny because that was on the LinkedIn podcasting group, and he basically said podcasting is dead, and holy smokes, he had to leave he had to leave that thread because people were slamming him hard. It was pretty funny. And then I brought it up on the show.
Apparently, none of them were hipsters and got the irony.
There was a few people on there that just didn't. Yeah. So, social media. This book is bullshit, right? Is that the consensus?
I don't know. I'd have to read it first, really.
Well,
just
it
to
might
see
have
what
been
he's saying.
smart marketing on his part, and he was going to make some bucks. But will I read it? No.
Are we talking literary merit, or are we just talking entertainment? Really?
Entertainment.
Yeah,
if you want to, it's like
kind of book
it's
is-
like National Enquirer.
This kind
just
of book
reading
is never-
shit
this
and
kind of
knowing
book
that
is-
it's false.
This kind of book is
Social media
never
was
literary
created
merit.
by aliens.
Now, I'd
Actually,
read
it's a
that
government
book.
conspiracy.
No, I'd read that book.
Yeah, it's a government conspiracy, and there's going to be alien babies.
So,
I like that.
toilet read then. Just put it on your toilet, and when you're taking a shit, you read.
Not
shit?
even going to
Well,
buy
it might
it.
not be a read, but it could be the other end.
Toilet paper.
If I write a book
Kinda like the
called
Sears
Booker
catalog.
Project, will you guys
That's the
help
problem
me?
when you buy
The Booker
ebooks.
Project. It'll be about us. It'll be like Cheers, but
The
with
Booker
podcasting
Project?
and a book instead of a show.
All right. Speaking of shows, what are we going to talk about next?
Is it open topic?
I don't know. You said this
No.
would be the whole.
No.
thing.
No,
Oh,
no
where is it?
open,
Oh, what?
no open topics.
Did I say
How
that?
about we really talk about bullshit?
I was on drugs at the time. I deny it all.
So it was a Tuesday.
I don't know what I was doing. I take no responsibility.
It could have been a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
I
mean,
know
it's-
nothing.
Or
I
Saturday
know
or Sunday.
nothing.
But not Sunday.
So basically, Bob,
That's a
only on
Scotch
days
snack.
ending in Y, and
Yeah.
only if you're alone or with somebody.
Only days that are bright and bright.
Yo,
Bright.
Or
Unfortunately,
gray.
Bob
But
is
Vancouver.
not always bright.
I wanted to talk about if they say there's no influencers. Why did Cred send me a thing saying I was in the top 5%?
I got credit too.
Me too.
Cred,
Yeah.
like
Because he had
ARED.
nothing better to do.
And
LinkedIn
I
sent
really
those
believed
notices
it.
out.
Well, have you guys got logged into Credlist yet? No.
Cred?
Fred?
Credlist.
Credless.
Cred
So I
list?
just made it up. It's bullshitting. See, that's sucker.
I am influenced.
Okay, so we've established
I
now
wanna
that
talk
Bob's
about
full of
AP.
bullshit.
I influence cats on the internet.
Oh, I find Catterday
Ah,
was
AP.
not your
Okay, so,
Can we
hashtag.
talk about the AP thing? Because
Sure.
that's worth
You guys-
talking about.
Okay, so
All right.
actually,
All
that you know who brought that up?
Bonnie.
Bonnie?
Here, I'll,
No.
I'll play it. Hang on a
Norm?
second.
Hello, fellow Mavens.
Oh,
It's
he
me
did it
again.
again.
Hey, I just heard this interesting piece on the radio this morning on the way coming into work about social media and about Twitter and about Associated Press's erroneous report due to a hack and resulting in a big stock market plunge. Thought that was kind of a cool piece. Anyways, have a great evening and hope that's might be an interesting discussion topic. Thanks. Bye.
Why doesn't Norm ever come?
The thing is,
He
by the
doesn't
time
have to.
interestingly, but,
He
okay,
said
but
one
the
day he will. He
But the
said.
time Norm heard that on the radio, we'd all read it on Twitter hours before.
He's a 6 foot.
Yeah, but we're at the bunker show. We're going to talk about it again
But-
ad nauseum.
Like 3 weeks later.
So is Norm like 6'4" redhead?
No, he's 3'5" and he's blonde.
Dude, physical appearances really
His
counts.
real name is
We're
Peter
talking into
Dinklage.
a mic.
No, he's just
No one knows what I look like.
Normally on YouTube as well, though.
Now,
He's a-
before we
Oh,
talk
okay.
about this, let's talk about how we picture Norm. Because I picture him as like no. I picture him as like the big Indian in One Floor of the Cuckoo's Nest. You know, that's what I picture him. As.
No, yeah, I
can't-
no,
no,
he's,
he's a
more like
wasp.
Danny DeVito.
I've actually seen him, so I can't
Danny DeVito.
picture him as anything.
Basically, he's just a normal guy.
Well, it was funny because
A
I
normal
had to
guy?
deliver a phone to his boss.
Rockford Files. That's what
And his office is right next to his boss, and I'm like, holy smokes, Norm has a real office, not a cubicle.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
special.
I'm walking by, and then Norm's actually in the director of that of facilities or whatever,
Combing his mustache.
He's in there with the guy I'm delivering the phone to. So I knock on the door and I come in, and you know what it was like?
Did you flash him?
You know, I was
Did he
ta- I
start
was
screaming
showing
like
the phone.
Rita?
And
I'm
Norm,
flashing his card.
you know
I'm
that
flashing
whole
it.
that whole like Norm being in the secret bunker. It was like Fight Club. It was literally, it was literally exactly
So
like the
he
scene
recognized your voice
where
but
it's
didn't
like,
say
it's like
anything.
the guys are like, yeah, we're in the Fight Club. It was just like that.
I am from the bunker.
Just a
club.
nod. You just look at each other
It
and
was like
just
the
nod
secret.
your
It was
head.
the secret nod.
That's it. Yeah.
Bunker.
You didn't say Norm. No.
Actually, I did.
Actually, if he ever does come, we'll all have to, when he walks
I
in
did.
the
When I
door, we
walked
have
in,
to
I
all
said,
go,
"It's
Norm.
the Norm Maven."
And we wanted to say, it's like it's a doggy dog world, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
Oh.
How come all the
From
guys?
Cheers. Norm said that on Cheers.
How come all the guys in Fight Club thought it was cool to form a fight club where they beat each other up, even though the initial guy that formed the Fight Club was just beating himself up? How did it evolve that way? It doesn't make any
Men are
sense if you
stupid.
really
Is
start
that
masturbation.
is
That's a whole
called-
discussion
It's
altogether.
called
That's what it
schizophrenia.
is.
Wait, hold. Isn't that another show?
It's bullshit.
It's called the charismatic leader.
It's social media. Oh my
What it's
god.
called.
Oh my
That's
God.
what social media is.
There's another book called Fight Club is bullshit.
Whatever.
And you don't talk about that book.
Hey, wait
Don't
a
talk
minute.
Don't
If,
buy that book.
If Tyler Durden could do that, that proves that there is such thing as an influencer.
Yeah. If you can punch yourself
If there's
in the
good
face
enough
and
drugs,
convince
anybody
other
can
people
be
to
an
punch each
influencer.
other, that's pretty good.
I've seen the YouTube videos.
So what about that
Not that
AP
impressive.
thing, guys?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, the thing we were talking about.
So Associated
Oh,
Press.
Associated Press.
Associated Press, the
AP
tweet.
story.
Yeah, AP with the kids.
Because
saw it.
there's too many lowest common
Oh, she's using the
denominator.
word friggin' because she's not allowed to use
LCD.
it.
lowest
yeah.
common
LCDs.
lowest common denominator that
Yeah.
reads something, reads one tweet, believes it, starts panicking and freaking out, and retweets it out without thinking, maybe I should do some further research because this is kind of some serious shit they're saying.
Exactly.
So in other words,
or they're a troll.
what you're saying is people should be aware that a lot of the stuff on social media is just bullshit.
Absolutely.
Pretty
Well,
much.
A lot of the
if
stuff
you're-
on the
if you're
internet's
hearing
bullshit, man.
Yeah, and all the stuff. I mean,
A lot of the stuff
any stuff you
everywhere is
hear
bullshit.
on news,
Bobby.
depending on where you're hearing your news from, maybe you should clarify, verify it with another source.
I mean, depending.
Like
All news is
CNN.
pretty much bullshit.
Yeah, well,
Did you know CNN classifies
especially if it's Fox.
And this is
yeah,
from
well, did you know
the
Fox? Do you know Fox Media classifies CBC as a fascist
Terrorist.
No. It's serious. Anything that comes out of CBC from Fox is classified as right wing fascist propaganda.
Right.
Where are you getting this information, Bob?
Bob, it's left
Bob,
wing.
where are you coming? Like
It's government
from?
propaganda. CBC is government propaganda.
You're just saying this stuff.
Come on,
Where are you
if
getting your
AP can make
facts?
this shit up, why can't Bob?
Bob, you're making it up, aren't you, man?
Pause.
that was the point. That was the whole
We
point.
just
Legit,
look,
the
our
government-
prime minister just passed a
Yes.
law
Okay, that good.
so he could do more control propaganda. That's all.
Well, taxpayers are paying for it anyway, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
And quite frankly, I think Canada has a wonderful stance.
What's that? Bullshit?
No, it's more of a bend over thing, but
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a trend. That's been a trend for the last
internationally with
6
most
or
countries.
7 years.
Yes, in the new
internationally,
budget, KY won't be taxed.
Oh,
Well, only if you buy a
If
bulk.
it's a bend over budget.
Doesn't it fall back to responsibility?
It's like-
Seriously, does it fall back to responsibility? When it comes to social media, you can throw anything out there that you like, and nobody is going to say that your reputation is targeted to whatever you say. If you're a reporter or a journalist.
But they couldn't anyway
This
because there's so much stuff.
That's right.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
is
but
that
I
there's
mean, you're
so much.
That comes down to a whole issue of accountability in our society right now. Anyway, it's atrocious.
Yeah, but
There
if
is
you
none.
if you're putting out a bunch of crap, your followers are going to lose respect and unfollow you.
I'm
right?
sorry.
Are you
If you're
really going to read
Associated
every
Press?
tweet? Come on.
No, but I mean, yeah. If,
Eventually they might, but well, look at like some of the celebrities and the shit they put out.
And some
Well,
people
it's
who
their
are
PR
nobodies
team.
who put out.
Yeah, but then you
Well,
know
look at
how
us.
smart they really are.
No, there you go.
Okay, so who now is aware of the phrase "cunt punt"?
Yeah.
Whoa. Suddenly we have a subject we can really,
Get her mouse in.
What can I
Wow,
use
the
to describe
internet
that?
moves fast.
I know we're
I was-
explicit,
As
but that's
John, whatever his name said.
I
John
was
Stewart.
taking off my headphones to go to the washroom, and I hit cunt.
Oh,
right back.
suddenly I don't have to piss.
Right back in
That's
the
a
game.
bladder clencher right there, I tell you.
Or that's just you go in your pants.
If I gotta pee in my
okay.
pants, I'm staying.
Okay, what is it?
You didn't hear the story about this this sorority girl who
Yes.
sent out an email slagging. It was the most brilliant email. I mean, I must say, she really lost her rag at some of her sorority housemates.
The slag and rag. There's two British terms, so don't worry. He's not insulting you.
and so she sent out this phenomenal email, and it just went absolutely viral. And you've got to read it. If you haven't read it, I can't.
Should we put it in the show notes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Sorority girl email. Check it out.
It is so viral that several celebrities have gone online and read it on YouTube.
Yeah, verbatim. Verbatim.
They actually celebrities, like multiple.
Oh, I know. Some of the celebrities, name them.
Sheen or Michael Shannon or Sheehan or something like that from Comedy Central.
Johnny Depp, I think it was one of them.
Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie for sure. Sitting.
No, Barbie
I find this insulting to my figure.
I don't remember which celebrities.
But
there was a comedian.
Danny DeVito, I think, was one of them because
it was this inconsequential chick who used a whole bunch of bad words.
You've never read an email like
did she use the C word?
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did, in fact, read the
you
email.
did?
So, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Don't mess with Bonnie. She knows what's going on in the
I
internet.
don't say anything. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was this.
How many bad words did she use, Bonnie? Come on.
Like one every line. I knew all of them.
Really?
Yeah,
what was the worst one? The C?
Yeah, it was.
The B, the F,
okay.
The P.
So
the Q.
We're giving someone airtime that just didn't deserve
the Q
it.
word. I know. I can't believe it.
So,
she basically deserves the.
And the message was, it wasn't worth anything. The only reason that we talk about it is because she's using a whole bunch of bad words.
So basically,
So if a woman uses a bunch of bad words, it's going to go viral.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, not anymore.
That's the point.
It was a perfect storm. It's just like Friday, Friday.
It was just catchy.
You know, the thing is, that Friday thing, I've never listened to that song. How many people in this room has listened
I
to that?
don't even know what it is.
Halfway. That's all I got. Halfway.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, about a quarter of the way, and
You
it's
don't even want to go there.
Yeah, this is going
Okay.
to invade my head.
I've heard it probably 100 times.
That just shows
Not by choice.
how nerdy we are. Because we have all these warnings for days and sometimes weeks ahead. This is crap. This is crap. Don't get into it. But the general public doesn't have that wonderful filter
They
that
have
we
no
have.
filter.
You know, as I mentioned
And it's
earlier,
like, let's say, oh my God, she used the C word, she used the Q word.
we have
she used
this
the F
thing
word.
called the lowest common denominator.
And we are not
That's
common.
the big reason why so many of these stupid ass things go viral is the lowest common denominator.
And also the Friday thing, it actually continued to get views because
Gangnam
every
Time.
Friday.
Boom, boom,
Oh, don't go there, Bob.
People are
don't go there,
about
Bob.
it, and they play it just to piss off their coworkers. So it was it just kept going and going and going every Friday.
It's like one of those earworms, you know. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, have you thought about this in a while? It's damn it.
You know what I hate though is people that put on like meetup groups and presentations and then analyze that crap and say, this is how you can do it. Look at the Friday thing. Look at Bonnie, right? Really? It's like, you too can be a social
You mean the Facebook contest with us?
You too can be a social media specialist.
You can pay money
In fact-
and learn how to do that from these people.
I will
It's
give you a piece
amazing.
I made $4,000 last month doing this.
I could give you a piece of paper proving that you are a social media specialist, and then you can go call people that really have businesses. And
Does it say that I've now learned from a social media douche?
Well,
Not only that, it's not even legal. But anyway, that's okay.
No, well, the thing is, it's like, you know, it's like
it's
a
over
sucker is
and
born every
over.
minute. I know.
And they just flock to that crap. I say
Because
they
they're
deserve it.
sheep. They're sheep.
Same
There's
thing. Go to
so
Anthony
many
Robbins, it's the same
fucking
thing.
sheep.
I don't give the guy that's making money a hard time. I say that people that don't understand that he is ripping them off, you are lazy and don't understand. Exactly. You are lazy
That's
and
right.
don't understand. And you are going for, here's the simple thing. I pay $350 or $1,000, whatever. Then suddenly I'm magically this thing. No, it doesn't work that way.
It's like,
Welcome
poof,
to
I'm
reality.
annoying.
You know, watch, if you want to learn about it, watch Spartacus. You want
I think we should have
you know, watch Spartacus. Those guys don't become gladiators. No,
Bonnie and I are going to do
the.
Bonnie and I are going to do the anti-workshop. Poof, you're not annoying.
So you're back to the title of this book.
Yeah, but the question is...
Yes, we are. It all comes around.
The
So
question is,
maybe
how
this
many
guy's a-
emails motivate you to go to those things? How many?
We live
Oh
in
no,
a
they're
world.
Facebook
So hang on.
ads.
No, are we gonna? Did we talk about
Spammers.
Voxer last time? Or are we gonna talk about it
Boxer
again?
shorts?
or-
Or-
Yeah, we'll get to that. But Bob, what Bob was just talking about,
Oh, was
and
I?
what you guys were having a conversation about was
Excellent.
the subtitle
I
of
meant
this
to say
book,
that.
Social Media is Bullshit, says we live in a world where it's far easier to make money telling people how to get rich using the internet than it is to actually get rich using it.
And you know what? I think to a
And I never
degree
read the
that's true, I think.
Well, I mean, I think that's...
Yeah, but that was true with real estate.
There's
It's true
just-
with motivational
That's right.
speakers.
Come
There's all
on, that
kinds of
goes
people
back
doing
to
that.
Barnum
Well,
Bailey saying
no.
there's a sucker
No,
born
but-
every minute.
no, but
This is
that-
not
true.
new.
Well, it's just
I don't think
easier to
that's
do.
true.
But it's
I-
not about suckers. It really isn't. We have real people out there that just don't exactly know where to go, and we
Exactly.
are in such a new industry that without actually having some dedication to where,
Yeah.
they're going to choose whoever is closest.
Okay,
to
my
them.
call out is you go buy a 6-pack of Okanagan Springs Brewmeister Black. You call me, and we'll negotiate.
If you go, if
3 beer
you-
minimum.
Bob,
3
Bob
beer
is only
minimum.
$750 an hour.
if
But
you
I mean-
go
No.
to a workshop and there is one in Vancouver Vancouver Women in Business. What the hell is that thing
Yeah,
called?
there's Vancouver women in business. There's Vancouver men in business. There's Vancouver guys that push your cart in business. There's
There's
the
meetup
Vancouver.
groups around
I have a
business.
penis in
There's-
business.
okay,
There's the
there's-
Vancouver.
There's Monday
I have
night,
a business in business.
mastermind
I said,
business
you know,
thing.
there's so
Vancouver
many
has
goddamn
so many
bullshit.
places. They're
This is
wonderful.
The Monday
called
night masturbation group.
this.
Oh,
whoa.
that's good because it has a payoff.
It's Vancouver in
You know,
Business.
guaranteed payoff in that one.
Well, at least it has a happy ending.
Oh, beautiful. That is what. Oh,
Just
you-
as long as they don't have a biscuit.
she is a sharp woman. That's
So
what I can say.
Vancouver Women in Business, or whatever the hell that thing is called.
Isn't that one of your companies?
No,
No.
Oh, sorry.
it's a Facebook group.
So this particular woman
What about the BNI social media group?
talking.
Talking.
No.
All
Okay.
right.
So
Shut down by women.
It's okay.
she has Miss X has talked
wanna
about
name
her
names.
social media. I'm a star. I can make you a star. I
Is
can
she
make
in the
you
room?
smart. No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
I beat the crap out of her.
Oh, I heard about this. The RCB came in with the horses.
Okay. And two of her friends have also spammed us with this absolutely amazing
Yeah.
social media workshop.
Excellent.
The first thing I do is look and see how many how many Twitter followers she
yeah.
has.
250.
And give me a break. And how many tweets she's done.
75. Closer.
Tweets are pretty close.
Okay,
She
25.
has 17 followers.
Oops.
17.
17.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But how many
Those are the
Facebook fan
people
friends?
from the group? Those are the people from the group that are following her?
No,
that's
I
her.
don't know. I don't even know. All I did was look,
I know.
and there was 17 friggin' followers. If you go to a workshop of somebody who has 17 followers, come and see me.
You know, those people
Because
follow me every
I will
week.
fleece you.
You know, yes. There's people that follow me every week. They're going, "Hey, you pay $40, I can get you 40,000 followers." They look at their.
Yeah,
and
I
say,
know.
they have 177 followers. I'm thinking, gee, if you were any good at marketing, maybe you would use your service and at least have more than 40,000 followers
yeah.
before you start selling it.
And-
Dumbass.
No, they just don't
okay,
have
and-
the $40
and
because
here's
no one's
my-
buying their product.
And here is my
Go to
favorite.
Fiverr.
Here's my favorite Ian quote. Who cares how many followers you got? Where's the goddamn ROI? Where's the money?
Oh, we
You're not getting much money from 17
I
people.
gotta
I'd
talk
get
to you
Ian
about
going.
this. I gotta talk to you about this. So we got a call from a nondescript Facebook certified expert, certifiable expert with a
She
piece
had
of
the
paper.
special piece of paper we all know
And
about.
she wanted to help us with Facebook. So I said, no problem. So have you made any money with Facebook? And there was a big silence. I said, okay. So have you showed anybody how to make money with Facebook? There was, again, a big silence. And I was like, okay, so why would anyone hire you to do anything if you can't even do it yourself?
Yeah.
And you're a supposed expert. She says, well, what do you mean? I go, well, if I went into a business presentation to pinch LinkedIn, to pinch pitch anything I wanted. If I couldn't do it for myself, why would you hire me to do it for you?
Yeah. But she had a piece of paper. And
there's a piece of paper.
There's a picture.
And there's a
with
picture of it with the piece of paper, which
standing with her
technically in BC is
instructor.
illegal, but whatever.
Her certifiable instructor.
But at the end of the day, what businesses want? I don't care if it's social media. I don't care if it's old media. I don't care if it's new media. Every business wants more business.
Yeah.
That really is lead generation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that can be done with PR, and that's great too, with social media. But if you can't turn it into clients and opportunities, there's no reason to do it.
Zero value.
And knowing how to use Facebook is not a skill set. That doesn't mean anything. I can teach an 8-year-old how to use Facebook at that level. It's
Actually,
not that hard.
probably an 8-year-old could teach you how to use Facebook.
Yeah, probably. But
these days,
at the end of the day, can they make money with it?
Okay.
That's the key thing.
The other thing is, if you hire an accountant, if you hire somebody to do your books, if you hire anyone, do you not want some kind of real certification, or do you not want someone with some experience? And if you can't even build up your own persona,
Past 17 followers.
Yes, and I didn't even look at Facebook because I don't care.
In Canada, we're really big on the certifications. In Europe and other areas, you can get on-the-job experience and become a respected person in the field without having a label next to your name.
Okay, but
you did mention certification or experience.
Well, we're being sarcastic because we all know who we're talking about.
Well, I think more experience is like maybe some social proof.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only that, education is great, and so are certifications.
Absolutely.
If they're legitimate, that's great too. But at the end of the day, if someone's hiring you to do a job for them as an employee or as a consultant or as a marketing expert or whatever,
where's the money?
You have to be able to deliver results.
Yeah.
That's why people pay you.
That's right.
Period.
Yeah, nobody wants. Well, actually, people have fallen for this in the past. It's this warm, fluffy. Likes mean something. If it's not tied to ROI, but the bottom line is that you're wasting your time if you're not able to capture business.
So it all goes around. It's like social media isn't bullshit. It's the people that are falsely teaching it to the sheep, saying that you will make money for it as a quick way to get rich is bullshit.
Yep.
And that is the problem with social media right now.
Correct.
And
Marketing and sales is marketing
more.
and sales. These
I have
are
a set
tools.
of knives too.
These are tools. It's how you use the tools that make the difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's how you can
sign up now. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to get you 40,000 followers.
Yeah. But I have a question. Do you think the statement is true that there's more people making money on the internet by teaching people to make money on the internet?
Oh yeah,
than
but
people
that's internet marketing too.
Yeah. For sure. No, I know that, but I mean, we hear about that. We get inundated with people.
No, I don't believe that.
The people that are making money on the internet aren't busy spreading the word that they're
Exactly.
making money on the internet.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the people that aren't who are spreading the word.
It's the people that
If
are
succeeding,
trying
you're
to
going,
teach people.
I'm not going to tell anybody how this is working. Fuck.
Because he's making a lot of. This is the same with real estate. There's all these guys like, hey, come on down to my seminar on Saturday night because I'm going to teach you how to become a millionaire buying real estate.
Oh yeah, there's
Same
a guy
thing.
that does that, and he sells a ton of books and courses, and none of those people make any money.
But he makes a lot of money selling books.
Remember Tom Vu? Remember the TV commercials for Tom Vu?
But I mean that's a good example because there are
It's the
tons of
same
people
thing.
that are making money in
Well,
real
it's like, okay, the self-help industry,
didn't
who
learn
does it
it.
really help? It helps the authors of the books
Yep.
and the publishers. It does not help any people.
Doesn't help the trees.
I'll tell you something. It's like I have a couple of clients that make really good money in real estate. They're not teaching people how to do it.
No, absolutely.
They're not.
Absolutely. They're saying, no, I'll tell you the bullshit, but, I'm keeping the secrets. Because you know what a secret is? Something that makes you money.
But
That's
there
why
are
they wanna talk
legitimate
about it.
people
Yeah,
that are.
but it's not even about secrets. If you got somebody who spends their life touring, selling books on real estate, how much time do they really have to make money with real estate?
Exactly. They're making
If someone's
money.
spending all their time teaching someone how to use social media, and really the only way they've made money on social media is
by selling-
teaching
Social
other
is
people,
how to
they
sell.
haven't really helped those people because selling training and selling a product or service is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
It's
mean,
not the
if
same
you look
thing.
at the real estate market, and that's a great analogy. What you've got there is you've got a bubble, and people have been buying houses for God knows how many years because they see it as an investment that will only go up. And right now, housing is way overvalued. The housing is not something that has an intrinsic value. The value of housing is how much money people can make by being in a location, and it's gone from far away from that.
It's bubbling.
Well, but also housing is what someone will pay for it. So if
absolutely.
it's not really worth anything. It's worth what someone will pay for.
Exactly. And if a bank is lending you 100% and charging you zero interest, then you remember 5 years ago.
But that's not going to happen.
Yeah, but there's with real estate is interesting because there's lots of ways to make money in real estate. There's not just the appreciation of the
well, that's basically it. But
there's also the cash flow as well.
5 years ago, the market nearly collapsed because we'd all borrowed too much money.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do? They reduced the cost of interest.
So we borrowed
and
too much
5
money.
year later, we now owe another. Rather than owing 10 trillion, we now owe 15 trillion.
Yeah.
And we're all happy. It's bizarre.
It's called magic math. It's called banking.
Yeah, exactly. It's called a pyramid.
Magic Mike.
If you want to make money, get into banking.
Creative accounting 101.
I prefer Magic Mike.
And who
So
said
speaks
that?
the expert.
You want hidden fees? Banks got them.
Yep.
Okay. So I'd like to do a quick round table. If in social, no, this is relevant. So I want to know if you're into social media, what is your advice to people to help them make money? So I'll start with Ian.
Well, the first thing is pick a network that works for your business or you think will work for your business by understanding your customers. Don't do everything because that's never going to work. Pick a network that you like that makes sense for you and master that network. Then, if you want to pick another network, go ahead and do that. I use LinkedIn. The reason I use LinkedIn is that's how I grow my business. That's how I help other people. That's how I make money. Do I play around with the other networks? Absolutely. Do I get the occasional lead? Sometimes. But realistically, for my business, I'm looking for high dollar value people that want to do business. I'm not looking for my ex-girlfriend or a stalker or somebody who liked Coca-Cola. That's not my business. But if it was a different business that I was advising, I would tell them, who are your customers? And then focus on those networks. Master the basics of those networks first. Don't try and do everything in a bag of chips. Most people can't do that well. And coincidentally, that's what most social media strategists train. You got to be everywhere. That's bullshit.
Yeah. All right,
You
excellent.
gotta be everywhere
Randall.
where you
Oh.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think the thing that most businesses don't look at is who is your ideal client. Who do you love working with? Who can you make money off of? And then find out where the fuck are they? Are they on Twitter? Are they on Facebook? Are they on LinkedIn? If they're on LinkedIn, then that's where you need to be. If they're on Twitter, that's where you need to be. So you need to figure out, initially you have to figure out who is your ideal client and where are they? If they're hanging out on Facebook or if they're hanging out, if you deal with ladies and you're a photographer or you're a wedding planner and they're always looking on Pinterest, then that's where you need to be, is on Pinterest. And I think that's what you have to do.
Nice. Bonnie?
So what they said, because measure, test, make incremental changes. Do not make 35 changes all at once, because when it works, you don't know what you changed. So, but absolutely, you have to know who your client is, and by measuring, then you know whether or not they're going to respond. If they're responding, if they're not responding, there's two reasons: either you're reaching out to the wrong client, or your message isn't reaching the client. So, measure.
Excellent.
Google Analytics. What is it? Sprout Social is just changed. I love that. And it's your best friend because it tells you how people are responding. I'll shut up now.
All right, awesome. Hey, for the people that just ran into the room with new beers.
Yeah, Bonnie had some good advice.
Yeah, it was awesome. Actually,
Thank you, James.
All right, well done.
It must be good if James approved.
The question was...
No, Bonnie knows what she's talking about. Randall also had good advice too.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure Ian had good advice before them.
So the question that was bringing out this great advice was...
But it's true, though. If you want to know where your client is, you should look where they are and go where they are and measure your statistics.
Exactly. So the question was, if you were going to give some advice to people that was true, how do people get great ROI? How do they make social media work for them?
that to me? Is that
Yeah, there you go. That's why I was pointing at you with the squinty eyes.
Yes, I can see that. So when it comes to ROI and social media, I can't speak for everyone who does it because every single person has a specialty within social media and they do it in very specific ways. When I am talking to my clients, what I do is try and focus it down on the communities and the values that they actually want to represent their personal brand towards. As a result, we measure what it is other individuals in the world are saying about their brand. We measure how close we're getting to their actual results. And as long as they're being consistent and transparent, and I feel that they're going to be able to keep that up for like 5 to 10 years, I feel that that is the ROI that they should be looking for. Is it going to be a goal towards viewership? Is it going to be a goal towards, am I getting closer to my influencers? Believe influencer, don't believe influencer. Whatever their goal is, as long as we are progressing in a positive correlation towards that, I find that to be a success.
Awesome answer. Who's next?
Margaret,
jump in? The Ramones lady, are you going to jump in with such a difficult question?
Honestly, for me, I have no experience in that field. I don't really know what to input here. But for me, like Bonnie said, is just get to know your clientele, get to know what they want, like what they're looking for, and like put out what you can and stay consistent, but at the same time, like be open to change.
That's good stuff, man.
Cool.
That's good stuff. Excellent.
I'd have to agree with the panel here. Know your client base, who you're trying to attract with your product. Really, you got to kind of get in their head and know where they go. If you're trying to sell, say alcohol or something, you want to hit all the different types of sites and whatnot. Got to know the client base.
But I think also, too, you can use your tweets to attract, or your social media to attract the right client base, because depending on what you're posting, that's going to be who you're going to attract to yourself.
Right. I'm starting to see a pattern here. It's like understanding who your client base is and then communicating, but listening as well.
But how do you
and get certified, right?
when social media is bullshit? How do you do that?
Pardon?
Can you certify in bullshit?
All right, let's not get off the
Somebody
rails.
in town
This is good stuff. Let's not get off the rails here. So,
I think I know who you're talking.
Marcel?
So my answer to how do you make money on Twitter? That's the question, right?
Well, how do you know? How do you get good ROI from social media?
Well, I think the best way to make money from social media is to get suspended from Twitter.
And then tell people how to do it, right?
I haven't made any money from social media. I'm not sure how to do that. I did one thing on social media. I got suspended this one time. And
one time?
Yeah,
2 or 3.
Really? Only one time?
Or don't mix it up.
But if I were to give advice on how to make money,
Well, not about ROI, return on time, return on investment.
No.
It doesn't. It's
Providing
it's not about money. It's about
I've got it.
talk to your community.
The best way to get a return on your investment on social media is to not get suspended.
Okay.
I'm
Good
gonna have to talk again here because it's like, okay,
All right.
in the first year I was on Twitter,
I don't think you've actually said yours.
I
You were
got
too.
clients.
Yeah.
I did not have a website, and I did not have a blog. So for all of the people that say you have to have a blog, you have to bring people back to your website, you have to bring people back to your blog, I'm sorry, I didn't. Because I didn't have those things. I was tweeting out articles and information I thought my target audience would like. They apparently did like it. They contacted me and said, hey, BC Insurance Guy, we need to talk. I need insurance. And I got over a dozen clients in the first year on Twitter without having a website or without having a blog. So it can be done.
But you did.
And I did not sell. It was just providing good articles.
I know, but the corporation that you represented had a website.
No.
Really? You represented
I did not refer anybody back to any insurance website at all. It was purely to articles they would be interested in from Globe and Mail, from Financial Post, from other sources. I did not send them back to any insurance site ever.
Yeah. So
because I think that's like, who the fuck wants to go there?
Yeah, but I know exactly. Right. So you were a curator of information.
I just curated information that I thought the people I was targeting would be interested in.
Exactly.
They liked the fact that I wasn't taking them back to any site that was trying to sell them anything.
Exactly.
They contacted me, became clients.
And that, I think, is a great way
And
to
if I
look
can
at
do that
social
for
media.
something as dull as insurance, it can be done.
For everything. Exactly.
But you do have a website now.
I have a website now. I still rarely take people back there through Twitter, and I have a blog and I take people there occasionally, but maybe only 10% of the time, because it's like as many people I've talked to about social media said, I don't want to follow someone that always sends me back to a link to their blog or their website, because then I'm just constantly being sold to and I feel annoyed. There's one insurance company, they do have a great blog, and they're in Alberta. I mean, they do some great articles, but every tweet they put out takes somebody back to their website, and I think they're doing themselves a
They're
huge
spamming.
disservice. Yeah, because then it comes across as spam, and it's like,
So then has not the information that actually has true value
gets
is
lost,
perceived as spam, so it can't be
it
real.
gets lost because it's always back to their website. It's like you don't always want to take somebody home.
Absolutely. No, it could not be true.
Good advice.
I have to
Yeah.
add on to
But
that.
what if
let the girls jump in there because
to
we're
add
talking
on
about
one little comment about that. We have to remember that when it comes to social media, the thing that social media is the ability to connect with other individuals. And realistically, sometimes that ROI is going to be the ability to connect with a person who can connect you to what you want to get to.
Exactly, and that is the secret to networking. James.
What?
Excellent.
Play
Thank you for that
games.
comment.
Play games
and
lots.
No, sir. So James, talk about ROI as for in the gaming industry. People are doing social media to help promote the games, or people become aware of the games, or get some ROI from their games.
And layoffs. Talk about layoffs.
No, I don't think that's relevant. So James, because we're not doing gaming with James right now, we're just doing a question answer.
Okay, so
yes,
I'm supposed to.
He's
speak
rolling
on-
up his sleeves.
I'm
He's
supposed
putting
to
on a mustache.
You're supposed to follow all these excellent answers and
Yeah,
come
yes,
up with one of your own.
Okay.
And be pithy.
Let's see. We've got know your client. But
Measure,
I think he
measure.
said if you're gonna sell bongs, make sure you know your clientele, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Was it
Alcohol,
bongs?
not bong.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Bongs, alcohol.
That's a Freudian slip if I ever heard one. There.
Yeah, for sure.
So, James, if you're going to sell bongs, what would you do?
Well, first of all, I would probably go and get to know my local stoners, and
Exactly.
I would find out
Test
what
the
sites
quality
they're
of the-
going.
Target market.
I would go
Test
check
the
out
product.
the sites that they're
Research.
going
Yeah.
on. I'd check out the sites they're on. I'd see what they're, that kind of stuff.
No, I just want to throw in a disclaimer.
The freemium model,
If,
right?
if James's mom is listening, James does not do stuff like
It was
that.
a-
This is just a
Yeah.
metaphor. This
Okay,
is a metaphor.
So let's go back to the gaming company.
yeah, I thought that'd get him off it.
Well, yeah.
All right.
He just snorts coke.
So if you're gonna do,
Come
if
on, gaming companies work on the same premise. They give you a little bit for free, and then if you want to play more, they charge you. So, it's a drug dealer model.
Okay.
Yeah, do you
or
want
a 14-year-old girl model.
Do you want a gold mine or don't you want a gold mine? Do you
14-year-old girls get you in jail.
Well, that is
Oh.
the thing is engaging with your community.
Only if you get
providing them
caught.
Relevant information. See,
Who is that woman?
Sorry.
and
Talk,
on to
come
him.
Yeah. Shh.
Go,
Oh, sure.
go, Paul. I'm done.
Good man.
Yeah, you're done all right.
James, smart move
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
at this point. Yes.
ROI, facilitate value realization.
Oh,
yes.
Well done for metaphor.
Fancy words always work.
Defunctionalization.
All right, now I'll follow that behind. It is not ROI, it's ROE.
That sounds like bullshit.
It's ROT.
ROE.
ROT.
Return on engagement.
ROT.
Because if you don't have people
Return
engaging-
on influence.
Yeah, if
Return
you
on
don't-
time.
It's
If you-
ROI,
if you-
return on, yeah.
No, my whole thing is ROT. I talk to clients like
ROTC.
ROT. What's your ROT? And say what? What's your return on time? How much
No, it's
time?
not about time.
Are you spending? Are you spending 40 hours a week on social media?
It's return
And
on energy.
What is that time
could
worth?
be return
40
on
hours, and you spend $30 an hour. $30 an hour. You're paying that person. Are you getting that back? Because nobody. Oh my God, I never
That's a
thought
lot
of it
of
that way.
fucking
Duh. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of, and the thing is,
Randall,
as-
you have to minus the amount of time you spend looking at cat pictures. Yeah,
But that's
And
the whole
porn.
thing. That is the whole. If you're,
I thought that all qualified.
if you're a small company that is using social media as a way to gain influence and basically educate your client base. What is your return on time? If you're spending 40 to 60 hours a week of your staff's time doing that, how much money are you bringing in? And if you're not bringing in tenfold that, then you're losing as a marketing thing, because that is the way radio and TV works, or other marketing things. They say, well, if we're going to spend $1,000, we want to make $5,000 or $10,000.
Is it working that way anymore?
$1,000.
Okay, so
is it working that way anymore on TV or
No,
direct?
It doesn't matter. It's the same formula. If you're going to spend $10,000 of your staff's time a month, and you pay them $10,000 out of your pocket, out of your cash flow, to do that, are you making $20,000 or $30,000 in increased revenue over a 6-month period? And if you're not, don't spend $10,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 worth of their time doing that.
But take in comparison to that. So what is it you're spending on marketing for that exact same thing? What is it you're spending for the resources of actually having a place where you can actually do the work that you do? You have to compare it to realistic things. You
Exactly.
can't only show that social media or your community manager is offering you this much. What is it you're getting? What is it you're getting from other individuals too?
Exactly.
It's got to be part of a bigger marketing strategy.
Yeah. It's
I
another.
mean, this whole community thing
another
is nice,
part
but
of a
that's
bigger
only
thing.
part of it, right?
Yeah.
I agree. Like, my answer would be that you want to create valuable content that you can use for multiple purposes. So if you're doing a podcast explaining how your product works, and instead of spending, or a blog or any kind of content, instead of spending, half an hour on the phone with every customer and saying, okay, this is what we do, this is blah, 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 you can point them to the podcast and say, listen to episode 25, because I spend 1 hour talking about that. And then you've got them off the phone, you've got them listening to you. It's still you talking in their ears, and it saves you a lot of time, and it leverages your
Bosco Anthony's
investment.
been doing that with his blog, because he's
Or
created,
speaking engagements.
He's speaking engagements, but he's created incredible content vault.
Yeah,
over the past
exactly.
year. So it's now if somebody sends him a question and goes, hey, I have a question on blah, 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 blah.
Blah.
He's like, yeah, here's 2 blog posts that cover that exactly off, and here's a video
Exactly,
that goes with it.
and so you get that benefit, but you also get the benefit that this content can be found on Google by brand new people. So
Well, yeah.
so you get SEO, there's it's just a compounding effect.
Yeah.
So that's my.
But don't forget.
It builds credibility.
Yeah, but you have to have a plan, and it has to be part of your overall strategy.
Don't
I agree.
forget the execution of a sales funnel plan, because one of the
Yeah.
biggest mistakes I've seen recently, and I'm not saying Bosco, but I'm saying a lot of internet marketers, and Bob and I were talking about this with our gentleman we're going to be working with in England.
Over an Okanagan Spring
just
Black beer.
endless emails, to the point where these guys, instead of sending you one email, are sending you ones 4 or 5 times a day, without realizing that really that's not going to change the effectiveness
It's
of
not
it.
to close
Yeah.
the deal.
You've got to reach out to your customer base in a personalized way, but more importantly, you've got to do it in an impactful way, in a process, not in just, okay, it's not working, I'll just spam them more. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it's got to come. It's got to be funneled into
No
a,
verbal diarrhea.
It's a strategy in the end. I mean, it's all about strategy, and it's social media is a tool in amongst your marketing strategy.
Yeah,
Nice.
Exactly. So
Shall we wrap up the show?
yeah, we should wrap up the show.
I thought that
but
was a great
before we wrap
roundtable.
up the
Thank you
show,
very much, ladies and gentlemen, for contributing some actual content to the Bunker Show.
We're going to
You're
go
welcome.
into a
And
little
a
bit of
second show.
overtime.
And you know,
For
all
a
brought
second
to you
show,
by,
too.
all brought to you by a wonderful bill, Okanagan Springs Black.
But we're going to
whatever.
close off the show with a short segment.
Oh no! Here we go. Oh, it's gaming with James. We thought we got away with, but no. Ow! Ah, he died.
All right, what's the real scoop on the whole EA thing? What happened there?
Yeah, dude,
Can
he
we mute
died.
Bob?
Bitch.
What's the real scoop about EA?
Yeah.
No, it's not EA. It's
was all over the
subsidiary.
internet.
You should give some
It's not EA.
some background.
So I don't know. We go there. It's been
Okay.
all over Facebook, and that EA is laying off a bunch of people,
They did
closing
lay off
down
a bunch
their
of
their offices and stuff like that in Vancouver.
Well, not that-
Subsidiaries.
Yeah, so it's not their primary office at
No.
all.
No.
It was their PopCap studio that was here, which only employed about 30 people.
Yep.
Okay.
But they also laid off 160 in Montreal. So that's a
Bet you
little
Montreal's
more,
pissed off. There's probably riots.
Those French bastards never did any
you
work
bastard.
anyway.
There
You
was
take
a riot in
my
Seattle.
gaming, I tell you, I'd fucking kill you. They
And
take
then
it
I
very
go have a
seriously.
smoke.
Yeah, I say, well, it's okay now. It's okay. It's maybe next Wednesday I get pissed off.
That's just a bad Eric.
With every layoff, there's just an extra poutine stand opening up, right?
And well, look what's happening in Vancouver. We got like 150 poutine stands.
They're delicious.
The gaming industry is really rocking it, here.
The
with
game
poutines.
industry is rocking it here. EA closed the studio because they put a lot of money into Facebook gaming. The game didn't do as well as they planned. I don't think it was a necessary positive thing for them to close the studio indefinitely, but they knew about this 2 months ago. So it's not like it was brand new news. I mean, to us it was brand new news, but
to the real people.
But you could kind of tell that was possible. That
Well,
that would
EA
happen.
is also building a huge presence in Bucharest. I know that because one of my friends...
Budapest.
Bucharest.
Okay.
Is it Bucharest?
Anyways,
well, I think
one's in Romania.
Yeah. They've always had that studio. The thing that we could probably figure out, and Randall would probably be able to tell you, if they're going to do their taxes, they might need to take a loss somewhere.
Yeah.
So what better way than to close the studio?
Exactly. It's like, oh, look, we lost $50 million. Poor us. Oh,
Yeah, because
well,
one of my friends that works for EA has been over in Bucharest for the past almost 2 years. He's almost coming up on his time. And they've been recruiting a lot of people over there.
Now, are they specializing in gun manufacture? Well,
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Because in gaming, the guys that design the guns and stuff, that's a huge design function. And there's certain parts of the world that do a much better job.
And
James,
it's linked right to the
slash me,
right to
please.
the
but there
to
is
Walmart where you can buy it online.
There is a positive thing out of this. There's a hiring happy hour that has been taking place. It's going to be on Friday.
Excellent. We're there.
And they've got 17 companies all representing to help those people that lost their jobs to get back on their feet. Right away.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
So now is Okanagan Springs part of that?
No.
Damn it. We
Can
got to
you
talk
mute
to our
his mic?
sponsor.
Yeah, but
At least get the free
Okanagan
beer.
Springs is part of it because once they get a job, they can buy more beer.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah. And that is the best beer for gamers.
So here's the thing, though, like everybody is upset at EA and whatever, but if it wasn't for EA, we wouldn't have a large, vibrant video game community here anyway.
Burnaby.
Because every time they laid off people, new studios come off. I mean, it's just dead
I
wood.
pissed them off big time.
And everybody can say that their studios are mismanaged, all that other stuff.
EA
but
Studio is freaking awesome to tour through.
They-
It's like the toys and stuff they have in there is incredible.
And- And I think I'm just trying to figure this out, but I really think that gamers are being a little self-serving, and they're also they had opportunities when EA was nominated for the worst company in the world.
Oh, they were horrible back then.
But they had the Bank of America on there, and they didn't vote for the Bank of America, considering all that crap that happened with Wall Street and all that other stuff earlier. It's like we're gonna get all the nerds to get angry about EA. It's like, okay, so SimCity wasn't exactly the best.
shoot yourself in the foot is what you're saying.
Well, why go after the people that are making your entertainment, saying you're shit, and say we're going to boycott your products and everything else like that? If you want more things to come out and be better,
But that's the way
Don't make
Vancouver works.
it's not Vancouver.
Well, no, it's nothing to do with Vancouver.
It's got nothing to do with Vancouver.
Well, talk about the film industry.
I can barely stand to go on gaming blogs and read the comments. And as far as a game maker, it makes you wonder, do I really want to make games for these guys anymore?
Yeah.
Because it's like they're kind of being really big dicks.
Yeah, but you should hear what they say when you're playing online.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, don't get him started.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing I'm starting to hate too. Is this anonymity? It's like,
oh, you missed the last show.
Oh, we talked about it.
Yeah, we already did that. Okay.
That's okay. It's been a week. It's been a week. Let's bring it up again.
But-
What the hell?
But it's just like all these armchair CEOs can go on there and tell EA how bad they were, and it was very sad that studio got closed. Like super sad. But that was 30 people that are looking for a job right now,
and they were getting trashed.
And for them to go on there and be like, "Oh, those are shitty games. Who plays that?" Well, actually, according to the stats, those games were downloaded and played more times than any of the console games that it bought.
All right.
So, and I used to work for a studio that was bought by PopCap that turned into that studio. Our games are downloaded over 20 million times or more and bought.
But didn't these guys who get laid off write those games?
You don't get any royalties.
No, but didn't they write the games that they're now bashing?
What?
No, it's
this is the
it's the people in the
public.
forums.
This is the public
Okay.
dispute.
Yeah, it's the
Well,
forums.
This is the
You know,
public
people in
dispute.
forums, they bash everything.
Yeah, they're just trying to be snobs. And
Well,
they don't,
let's-
like if they
No,
have
they're
a
just being
solution-
trolls. They're just being trolls.
But they should have a solution, or something else like that.
Trolls don't want a solution. They don't. They want a reaction.
They want more trolling.
Like you can't go.
Troll me, baby. Troll
They
me.
want people to talk about them on the Bunker Show.
That's true. One of
That's the ultimate.
One of
That's
the
the
major.
ultimate,
One of the major.
Isn't this a big trolling show?
Troll reward.
Let's face it. The only reason those shows, those design companies shut down the gaming is because of our show, and we're really apologetic about it. We're sorry.
I mean, impact the industry.
And we will be selling any one of those guys.
We have a
okay.
T-shirt.
Okay. This is
They-
James.
they-
We're
they
touching
totally-
buttons here.
They totally deserved. Like that game didn't do as well as they wanted. It was a risk. They knew that risk when they took it on.
But business is risk.
But it is a business.
Yep.
And it's a hit-driven industry.
So
I mean-
it was popular with downloads, but they just didn't monetize it. Right?
No, it was a Facebook game. This one was a Facebook game.
Yeah.
Their game that they bought that we worked on before.
Am I
Those
the-
things make money hand over fist all the time. You can still buy them to this day.
Am I the only one that thinks Facebook games are absolutely fucking annoying?
No, you're not. I agree with you.
Yeah, but
I block everyone.
Yeah, but you just turn them off. So
But-
that you
but-
don't
Fuck Farmville.
But
If I could nuke Farmville, I'd feel better.
all
yeah,
right.
but nobody
Facebook has to make money somehow.
Nobody
That's like-
dislikes Farmville. That the people that play it don't dislike
That's
it. It's
like
the people that get all the
2009.
You know,
notifications.
there's
that
more
don't like it.
money made from Farmville than there is from actual farming in the U.S. It's like,
I
what the
know,
fuck?
isn't that sad?
Yeah, but that's
No,
good.
no, no.
That's a good
No,
thing.
no, no,
There's
no,
nothing wrong with
not
that.
anymore.
It's not about money.
No, it's not.
But it's-
no, it's man hours.
Look,
That was-
you guys are in 2009.
lost
That
man
might have been
hours.
true in 2009. That's no longer
No,
the case.
yeah, exactly.
Good.
Zynga is in a lot of troubles right now, and a
Zynga's
lot of
bankrupt.
Yeah.
well, they've been losing a lot of people off Facebook like continuously lately.
Yep.
So
Well,
they-
that was because Margaret and I unfollow everybody
I never.
who
No, I don't
sent us an
unfollow the
invitation.
people. I just block. I just
So,
block the
Bonnie,
game.
Bonnie, you're saying that the reason
there is still good
those
games
those
on
students being shut
Facebook.
down because of you, Bonnie?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that what
no.
you're saying?
Margaret, yes.
No, don't blame me. I just block the game. I don't block the
Oh,
people.
I unfriend the people.
Okay,
so it's
we're-
my
With
fault.
that many people on
There's
there,
some of my
it must
relatives
be,
that I can't unfriend
It
them.
must be a good game. I've never played it, but it must be
Farmville?
a fun game
Farmville doesn't exist.
Ah, it's an addictive game.
or whatever.
Okay.
Whatever game.
Okay, before we end Gaming with
I've
James,
never
sir-
played
I
it.
think we're finished, aren't we?
But
No.
but there's
One more question for Game with James.
Go ahead.
Bob.
James,
yes.
what is the future of gaming?
The Oculus Rift.
The Oculus
And you
Rift
have
is.
30
I'll be
30
back in
seconds.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
The Oculus Rift is the future.
I'm kind of down with the Illuma room, but that's
Oh,
What's that?
Can I just put a little?
yeah,
thing in
jump
here?
right in there.
What about like virtual reality?
That's
No,
what
no,
the
no,
Oculus
not
That
even
puts
close.
you in the game.
Sorry.
That's the
that's
Oculus
the
Rift.
Oculus Rift.
Circa
Yeah.
1985.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You'll have to leave the room. Sorry.
The Oculus
Bad
Rift
question.
is like the
Fancy
first.
words.
It's the
I
first
think that means
so
like
here's the
the
thing,
helmet
holodeck.
virtual reality console that
virtual-
actually works.
Yeah, but you got to remember, like back in '93, there was virtual reality consoles as well. They were at all the state fairs and all that good stuff. You paid $10 to
Lawnmower
go
Man,
in
you
for.
mean?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
Lawnmower Man, the graphics and everything like that.
It's all about
So,
sex.
so I mean, Oculus Rift is taking over with this VR stuff. We don't know if it's actually going to be successful. They say that it.
I think it's going to be successful. I think it's
here's
going to
the thing,
be.
though. You can only spend about 3 hours inside one of those things. What are you doing?
No, I know, but I think
There's some gay
So
guy coming on to you.
I
Watch
have
out.
a good question. Hey, James, do you remember the Virtual Boy by Nintendo?
Yeah, that
the
made
Virtual
people
Boy.
sick. The same thing that Oculus Rift does
No, but
after 4
Is it-
hours.
is it
well, for some
Virtual
people,
Boy
only
the
a few
best?
minutes, and they get
after a
they
few
get
minutes.
nauseous.
So,
Yeah.
so here's the thing: like
Okay.
you could go and try to be risky and do VR gaming.
No,
and all that other
but
stuff.
here's what I think. I think that it's going to be the real application is going to be outside of games.
Yeah.
I think people will be able to. They're going to put their headsets on and they're going to make a phone call and they're going to be in the same room looking at.
Well,
Okay,
this
guys,
virtual-
I think we're a little bit
Isn't this
behind
Google
here.
Glass?
I
Look,
thought
yeah,
No,
exactly.
no,
Thank
no.
you.
I want a
Oh,
holodeck.
thank you.
I want a
That's not Google
holodeck.
Glass. That's
all
not
right,
Google
all right.
Glass.
Hang on. Okay.
Google Glass is
Gaming
something
with
totally
James.
yeah,
What if we're gonna
I don't
check
think
out?
the future of gaming is VR either. I think that that's actually kind of fatty. I think we'll end up with something that allows you to be in a simulated environment,
Holodeck.
essentially.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you can hook it up with a treadmill.
I want to try.
But
Yep.
it, but the
Which is happening
success
already.
in-
I want
the
a
only thing that-
teleporter.
I want a teleporter or a transporter.
The thing is the technology is only as successful as is the adoption.
Okay,
So
so James,
unless people adopt the technology and use it, there's no market for a developer to go in and make stuff for it.
absolutely.
So in essence, the community is just as responsible for creating what they want to see as
Wow. What a great point to end Gaming with James.
Oh!
He's getting philosophical. It's getting scary.
I know. I mean, who would know?
fucking true though.
Oh, I hate when he does true shit.
Yeah, I know.
All
me
right.
too.
Hey, I just want to thank.
Xbox 720 going to be May 21st. The big announcement for Xbox.
All right, that what would you call that? That was Gorilla ad brought to you by Gaming James.
It's going to be ridiculous.
All right, beautiful.
It's going to be twice as good as the 360.
Well, you know,
It's called the Durango, but
I think it's
like-
time to.
It's an 8-year development console. We
You're
haven't seen that
trying
before.
bailing on a show here. I tell you, I'm just really trying to bail
just
on a
gonna go to
goddamn
sleep.
show. Hey, all we want to say is thank you for Okanagan Springs Brewmeister Black for getting us through this other 1 hour
Stay
of
tuned.
Awesome
debauchery.
beer.
Hang on. Stay tuned for the future to be announced.
What's happening?
Special episode where we have the party to celebrate Bonnie being Bonnie-fied by Forbes.
Oh
Bonafide
my
party.
God!
Bonnie
wah,
rocks.
wah, wah, wah. All right, we'll bring that to you. We'll probably make a logo or something. What do you think?
Well, it's going to be held here at the bunker. So,
It is indeed.
and
Jesus.
Where
I
else?
hope I don't
where
get
else could
invited.
it be held?
Is that going to be one long drunk too?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a
Yes,
huge giant.
It's going to be on a Sunday to be announced soon. And Bob
On
and
a
Andrew,
Sunday?
all the MCs.
beauty.
Nice.
Yep. Hey, if somebody wants to make a phone call and ask us a question or tell us we suck, what
Where do you call? Yeah.
1-877-636-1474. Toll free number. Call us from anywhere in the
And
world.
we love you, Norm.
And don't forget to write your congressman and
Please
say,
keep calling.
where is my goddamn beer? I want an Okanagan Spring right now.
Fuck free internet. I want free beer.